Welcome everyone, it's Mike Newton here at Lytham Golf Academy. TaylorMade review time, and I've got the brand new P790 irons in my hand. Now I've actually got a 4 and 7 iron. These, as I'm shooting this video, these aren't launched, they're not released. We haven't got our fitting irons. I've managed to get my hands on these. So I've got a 4 and 7 iron. So I'm going to actually test both in this video. So I'm going to hit some 7 irons, give you some numbers as I normally do with a mid iron, but I'm also going to give you some numbers in a 4 iron, because this P790 I think is going to be a popular option in a long iron replacement. So definitely a possibility of a combo set here, but I'm going to see, and a lot of the tour players have done this, they've put these in maybe like a 2 iron, 3 iron sort of area in their bag. So this could be a good option for you guys out there, maybe to put into your long irons, because they're basically, as these would sit in the P family. So P stands for players. So you can see TaylorMade are building 2 families here. They've got the P family and obviously the M family. You know, the M1, M2 we hear a lot about. The Ps are starting to come in there, and they're going to have the P730, which is a true blade. The 750, a very, very small cavity. The 770, getting slightly larger on the cavity. And then we've got the 790, which we're looking at today. And this is basically a hollow design here now. So it's very similar to like a PXG, maybe the Callaway Epic iron. It's hollow and it's filled, it's injected with a foam, what they call a speed foam. Okay, so this is really going to, basically what they're saying is going to give maximum distance for a player's iron, but also offer maximum forgiveness as well. So bit of combination of the two, which I think will be a very popular option for a lot of golfers out there. It's forged, so you're getting that feel. It's a beautiful look and beautiful finish on the head here as you sit it down, or you look at it and you sit it down by the golf ball. Got speed slots happening in, I think it is obviously the long irons up to sort of 7 iron. Then we go 8 iron upwards, we lose the speed slot. Interesting to know, we've now lost face slots. Okay, so they've gone. Obviously they're in the M series there, but we lose them in the player's iron. Okay, so maybe read into that as what you want. But a really nice looking iron here. So this speed foam, let's go into this a little bit more. So basically the hollow design, TaylorMade have sort of found or create a substance material here that is injected into the toe. So you can see that screw there. Okay, so the iron is built, they inject this foam into the head as a liquid form, then as it sort of expands 4 times its size. So it's basically going to fill all the nuts and crannies within inside the head. So TaylorMade is saying this face now is the thinnest face they've ever created at 1.75 millimeters in thickness, which sounds pretty thin. So this speed foam is sort of as a sort of face protector or face support basically, but also adds a little bit of help on sound and feel to the iron as you're striking it. Okay, so I'm hoping we're going to see some ball speeds here, faster ball speed should say. The loft on the 790 is 30.5 degrees, so it's the same as the M1 iron here, and obviously the strongest loft out of all of the P series irons that we're seeing. So this is really sitting in sort of the last in a player's iron before you transition into sort of M1. Okay, so you've got your P730, real traditional blade, your 750, 770, and this is the sort of chunkier, more powerful of the P range. Okay, so let's get underway. Let's hit some with the 7 iron first, and then we'll hit some with the 4 iron, give you guys some numbers and a little bit of feedback on looks and performance. Okay, so we're going to start with the 7 iron first, like I say. So as I put that down by the golf ball there, it's a really nice look, but it's a very confident, inspiring look. It gives you a lot of confidence there. The top edge is quite thick. Okay, so we're seeing a fairly thickish top edge, but not a massive amount of offset there. So to me, it's really pretty. I don't like to see a lot of offset on a golf club. It's very simple, very classic, but quite a thickish top edge. So to me, I know there's a bit of meat behind it in a way, so it looks really forgiving as I present it down the ball. The blade length from the heel to toe isn't massive, but it's not small, so it looks like you've got plenty of hitting area here. Okay, so we'll give this first one a hit. Yeah, feels lovely. Feels very solid. Good ball flight there. Oh yeah, take that for the first go, so that's a nice opener. That was pretty much a gimme length there. Right, so that was a really nice opening shot there, so hopefully we can get a few more like that. Let's have another go. Oh, such a good strike. That feels fantastic. Really feels solid, that. Yeah, just a little bit more yardage to carry out of that. 181 there, felt really solid right down that flag again. That feels great. Okay, now that was a bit skinny. Okay, that's a little bit low in the face. It's still flown really nice there. That's carried at 177, still hitting the green there. Okay, so I'm guessing a little bit of forgiveness in there, which is probably helping. Obviously that speed slot in the bottom of the club there really helps on miss hits, especially miss hits low in the club face, because that sole's got to flex. It keeps the ball speed up on those low in the face sort of strikes. Okay, I'm just going to hit one more, then we'll move on to the 4-iron. Really loving the look of this behind the golf ball. It sits really nice, but definitely fills you with a little bit of confidence that you know you don't have to hit the middle of the golf club in a way. I mean, that's beautiful. So easy to hit. A really nice high soaring flight. Just slightly left of target there. We know the lofts are fairly strong there, 30.5, same as M1. Obviously M2's 28.5, 7-iron, which is really, really strong. So yeah, it's strong on the iron, but I'm not seeing that really low ball flight. I'm seeing quite a nice high sort of penetrating ball flight there. Okay, so let's move on to the 4-iron. Okay, so 4-iron in my hands here now. So like I said earlier, I think this iron's going to be really popular as a long iron replacement. So you could see a lot of golfers possibly go 770 or 750 in the irons and then put in the 790 maybe as a long iron replacement. Just something that's a little bit more sort of forgiving, a little bit more on that ball speed, just for the maybe as a replacement iron, maybe off the tee a little bit more. I'd love to see a 2-iron. I'd be really interested in hitting a 2-iron this year, you know, because I'm definitely a long iron golfer myself. So this is a 4-iron, putting that down by the ball. Again, it's a really nice look, very little offset there, which is appealing to me. Fairly thickish top line, so again, it looks like there's a bit of beef behind it, but I'm not seeing anything behind protruding the leading top edge, so I'm not seeing anything real chunky sticking out there. So again, really good looking iron. Let's give this 4-iron a hit. Okay, just pull that fraction there. Yeah, just missing the green, a little bit left of target. It felt good, the flight looked really penetrating there. It felt pretty powerful. Carried out at 215 on the carry there. Again, another nice strike, very similar ball flight there. A little bit better directional shot there. Okay. Yeah, okay, now that wasn't a perfect strike. Good direction, wasn't quite a perfect strike there, but that's still carrying 218 for 4-iron, which is pretty decent for me. You know, I think if I start to get some strikes, I'm just going to hit one more. I want to get a good strike going on this. I just want to see, I think I could get this 4-iron to good sort of 220 sort of carry mark. So 3-iron I expect maybe 230 mark. If I had a 2-iron, which would really sit in my bag, because I love hitting a 2-iron. I love that sort of iron ball flight. You know, I think I could get that into 240s, edging 250s, which would be really nice. Okay, I'm just going to hit one more, see if I can really get a good strike going on one. Okay, not bad. Just a little bit pushy there, but a really nice sort of high ball flight, hitting the green there. Looks to be landing pretty soft as well, which is quite nice. That's 222 carry, so there you go. That's a little bit of a better strike there. Just starts to getting that 220 carry mark for me. Right, so let's look at some numbers. So I've got 7-iron here, 4-iron. So look at the 7-iron first. 125 ball speed, launching at 17.5, spinning at just pretty much on 700 there. So probably as I'd expect, you know, a 30.5 degree 7-iron is pretty strong. Obviously, as I've explained, it's not as strong as other irons, but we're going to expect that spin number to come down a little bit more there, and that's what we're sort of seeing. It's not ultra low, but it is fairly low there. So getting a carry distance there, averaging at 179. Okay, looking at 4-iron here. So again, sort of 139 ball speed, launching at 12, obviously a lot lower with 4-iron. We can see spin at 3.6, which isn't that low. So it's quite interesting there how the 7-iron is pulling down a little bit of spin. 4-iron is actually maintaining it. So that isn't a really low spin for a 4-iron. So that's going to help with a little bit of stopping power when it sort of comes in to land a little bit and averaging the carry distance at 217. Right, so there we have it. 4-iron, 7-iron tested in the P790 from TaylorMade. I've got a feeling this is going to be a popular option. You know, it's hitting that PXG, that epic sort of bracket of the hollow head filled with a substance here, which does help a little bit on feel of the club, you know, of the ball coming off the club face. So it's hitting into that market, but obviously the price point is a lot lower. Now, TaylorMade, I say it's a very, very keen price. It's more than what you're maybe going to pay for in terms of your sort of 770 possibly. I'm not exactly sure on the pricing here, but I've heard it's going to be sort of a little bit more than that, but obviously nowhere near into your PXG and sitting a little bit under the Epic. So it's competitively priced for the iron it's hitting in terms of the materials being used in it. But I think it's going to be really popular. As I say, I think the long iron is going to be great. I'd love to get my hands on a 2-iron if I could to test. But could see a lot of players put these in the long irons and then maybe the P770 or 750 in the rest of the irons, or you could just go through the set here. So I think definitely a golfer who maybe wants the power of the distance of the shots here, some ultimate forgiveness, but loves that very classic look. Obviously it's not ultra classic because it's fairly thickish on the top edge, but that neat look, less offset, and you've got that forged sort of feel of the club. Really good iron there from TaylorMade. You know, TaylorMade, they seem to just keep producing really good product, and this is another one to add there to their family. Okay, thanks for watching the video guys. Please do so hit that subscribe button. Any comments, just fire them down below. Share the video around. Hook up on my social media, you know, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you know, just go on there. Twitter link is @MNGolfCoach. Instagram's the same, and Facebook, Michael Newton Golf. Thanks so much, guys. We'll catch up with you all very soon.